Hello ladies and welcome to the Lunchtime Style Clinic. As I try and aim something in the bin and it really was a miserable miss. How are you, team? Are we all keeping chirpy? In England, it's a pretty miserable rainy day. And I think it means that we need to have a bit of fun inside our own home. Don't you think so? So I just want to give you my inspiration today. We can talk about 101 things. We can continue the conversation. So rudely interrupted yesterday by my meeting I had to go to, which was good, by the way, in case you're asking. And we were talking about black and how to wear black, and I had done a Closet Confessions on Saturday about black and my wearing it. So today I've gone straight back into colour, but I've done today something inspired by doing this morning when I was talking to Phil and Holly about just summer 5 essentials you should have in your wardrobe. And one of them to me is a summer jumper. You know, we have those kind of warm, cozy jumpers, but the concept of a summer jumper. So do you have, think about your closet, lots of time to be sorting them out if you haven't yet. You know, the 5 essential items to me are a great pair of white trousers, for which I think you need a good pair of magic knickers Spanx, a really well cut white jacket, a fun pair of jeans, I'm going to talk about that, and a fun jumper. So this jumper and the jeans that I'm talking about, I feel very 70s inspired because I'm trying out new things. And so this is a company from Milan called C'est la Vie, very high cut jeans. And I kind of just love that 70s feeling. I am very long bodied, so high cut jeans from the front make me look like I have long legs. But from the side, I generally wear a jacket or I tuck the bit out at the side, because otherwise you just see how it's going out again to my back. So, you know, this, because my bottom starts low, whereas most people, their bottom might start here. Oh, boobs are looking a bit saggy. But this is Zara, and this is C'est la Vie. And they're gorgeous, independent brand. And whenever I wear those mad, bright trousers in the checks in all those colours, makeup today is a sort of 70s inspired look. It could, in fact, do with a bit more bronzer if I'm doing a 70s inspired look. But I put on a sort of glistening mix on my eyes, which I'll go into in May. And then I've got some Swala I'm putting on now. And then I've got on my lips, literally Myco Lip Glow, Emily Lip Glow, Tashi lips. I've got Cha-Cha on my cheeks. But I've just got, oh my God, what have I done? Okay, I've become one of those Love Island girls. Well, not really, because I'd have to have very, very high pert breasts for that. But let me just get rid of too much of that bloody colour. You know what I mean, that 70s, I always feel they're sun-kissed. If you're real classic English 70s girls, you would have had a brother, if you'd had a brother, who would have had a poster on his wall, which was this girl lifting up her, she was on a tennis court and she was lifting up her naughty little white frill pants and touching her bottom in a rather overtly sexual, subtly sexual way. And it was that real sort of soft focus 70s, but everyone had a tan and freckles and big mascara. And so I was just kind of doing a bit of that today, doing a bit of bring the sunshine in, like Chloe and I said really badly when we sung last week. Okay, so the idea here is that I will call you into the live and you can talk about wardrobe stuff that you're kind of thinking, let me just pull this, much easier for me when I can move around like this, okay? And I will call you in and we'll talk about all your different stuff. So, hello everybody, how are we today? Are we all doing all right? Good morning, Mario, Jackie, Jill, Perma, Tracy, Blue-Eyed Birdie. Yes, Booth Cockapoo, Lily's on antibiotics. And I've also got her, just as a backup plan, a few things. So there's the antibiotics, and then I thought, let's see how those go. But I've got bladder support from Dean's. Has anyone used it? And I've got her little nappies, just for now. But any of you who have an older dog, it's just, you don't want them. And you know, dogs are embarrassed by things. You know, like when I go to pick her up in the morning, and there's a little pee mark maybe, I see embarrassment in her face. She's like, and Lila's still asleep, and she's like, don't take me out of this cozy place, and I don't want you to see what I've done underwards. Hello, Bondi, Sydney. Yes, this is new collection Zara. I got this though about 3 weeks ago. or even longer. Let me just think when I got this. I don't know if I got this pre or post staying at home. It might still be on. It is still on there though, because I went to look for tops. Lila and I are also already looking for her. She's going to sixth form in September. Oh my God. Like we're suddenly talking about sixth form in September, whereas we were meant to have a whole term of talking about summer term. So she, and she'll miss that lovely summer of love of your, after your, well, I hope she won't. Anyway, yes, good colour combo. Thank you very much. So these sweaters are small and short. So I'm in a medium and it's really tight. Yeah, I just felt that. Where do I get rid of old clothes? I get rid of them in a mixture of places. I do, I kind of put things in, like, I have piles at the moment back in that part of the room, okay? And those piles include stuff I'm going to give to, well, there's stuff I'm giving to sort of Oxfam. There's stuff I'm giving to friends or, you know, family member. And then there's stuff I'm going to sell. So they're in 3 different piles. And it is, you know, they're all piling up there. Yeah. You got your delivery of Bunny and Dido BFF Miracle Blow. It really cheered you up. Good. Love high cut. It's most flattering on everyone. I need summer jumpers. I can't wait for my virtual appointment Saturday. What's the difference in a BFF light to light medium? Light is, I'd say peaches and cream skin tone, a pale olive skin tone. I wear light medium, which is exactly my skin color. Medium is just would be me now, actually, with a bit of tan on. But yeah, so there's an incremental difference. If you like to always wear bronzer, but you think you've checked in as light, buy light medium. And if you don't wear bronzer much, stick with light. That's what I would suggest. Charity's not collecting. I know charities aren't collecting, so we kind of have to hold on to things. And it's whether or not you have space to hold on to stuff. And I think there is going to be obviously a huge amount at the end of us staying at home, which will then be piling at charities' doors. So I think we need to be really careful the piles we do at home. This is Zara. Good morning, good evening, good morning, good evening, good morning, good evening, good morning, good evening. I know they do get a bit embarrassed. Okay, so here, and I've got her on a joint mobility supplement. I've got her on a sort of doggy version of glycosamine. Yes, I've done my hair this morning with a mixture of small brush, which took forever, but still frizzy up here. But I take a very small bristle brush, and I mean, literally it takes, I do this way, and then I go round and I blow dry. It takes me an hour and a bit. That's why I was late this morning for doing Facebook. Yeah, the longer sleeves are good. I do find, because I've got long arms, that I love a longer sleeve. It gives a different feel. You know, if you look at jumpers and they have a shorter sleeve, it's sort of, you know, it gives, in fact, that's quite 70s to have the shorter sleeve. But it just gives a different, I mean, for me, it makes my arms feel like an orangutan. And the fact that the sleeves are really long, it's like, you know, when I talk about doing a half tuck on a shirt, so you get some of the pattern down by your bottom half. That's, to me, what a long sleeve does, is it introduces that pattern, that continuity of that pattern down. And I think I really love that as a concept. And I think it's an important concept to remember in a sort of clothing rule. So those PJs I just posted, yes, I do love those PJs. Perth, Australia, I loved Perth. It's a Zara. Got any cornflower blue coats to sell? No, I have not, darling. I know there's people who eye up my coat collection there, but I don't have them. I sell my clothes on Vestiaire Collective. I've sold, Lila's tried to sell 1 or 2 things on Depop, but I just didn't do that in the end. That's more Lila selling her, you know, Nike sweatshirts and things like that. But Vestiaire Collective is quite good, and you get to see what you get for it. And generally there's a lot of buyers and sellers on Vestiaire Collective, so I do like it. There's also another company I'm going to consider doing called mywardrobehq.com, which I found out about just before I was staying at home, and you can rent out your clothes. So I kind of thought, is there anything I'd rent out that I wouldn't mind that maybe 20 bodies had been in, but I'd still hold on to it for Lila? And then I just thought, actually, certain things I want to hold on for Lila, I want them to stay really in great condition. So is there anything that I would consider that I would sell and instead I just rent it out? And it's like on Monopoly. Do you get a house or do you get the hotel? You know, I don't know if you know what I mean, the difference in the revenue. Anyway, would the jumper suit a blonde, peach and cream? If you're blonde hair, peach and cream and blue eyes, I think orange is one of the nicest colours. If you look at Holly on this morning, she looks so beautiful in these colours, much more than me, actually. A blonde, peach and creamy, or equally, sort of brown skin, cool undertones, brown or black hair. That looks beautiful in this blue and orange combo. Yeah. Would I wear earrings or necklace with the stripes or not? I might do. Is Rosie Oliver neutral? I think, Deborah, it depends on your hair and your eye colour. But it's a neutral, we call it a sort of neutral undertone because it's not that yellow because there's a bit of pinkiness in it. Brett says, I found my virtual appointment really useful on Sunday. I know these virtual appointments, they've all, we're all fully booked. So from the 18th of May, we will be doing appointments, but we will be charging £25 probably, and you'll get half an hour. Everything is redeemable on the site, and you get fantastically qualified makeup artists. So we've been doing this sort of pilot scheme to see if it works, but it was so oversubscribed. Many people wanted to have virtual appointments, and the team are just brilliant. We got lovely feedback. They're being fantastic, all of the team. And it means we haven't had to furlough anyone, hardly. We furloughed like 5 people. We'll probably at some stage get them back in, of 75 people. What about the white blue stripes? White and blue stripes, lovely. How was the banana bread? The banana bread was excitingly good. I mean, the potential disaster of that banana bread went on for ages. And my favourite comment was Lila going, Mummy, it didn't die in the oven. It died in the bowl. Because it did literally separate when I put that weird milk concoction in trying to get buttermilk. But anyway, for those of you who didn't follow my banana bread story on the weekend, it would be really tedious to have this conversation. Ray, I have a pink top up. I have a pink up top and red bottoms outfit. Which colour? Lip, pink or red? One closet to my face. Okay. You have a pink up top and red bottom outfit. Okay, pink up top and red bottom. So, darling, I think that when I'm wearing a bright colour, so like if you look today, I'm wearing, for me, the kind of, my favourite kind of makeup is not to always match my lip to my outfit, but to match my cheek. So if you have red, pink, orange, burgundy, it's got to be within the remit of what might go on your cheek. Then I put it there. So I put Cha-Cha with VB on my cheeks, and it kind of brought out the orange. And then here I've got some depth of a little bit of Emily sheer shimmer with the Myco. So it's a burgundy-ish tint with that tiny bit of orange. And then on my eyes, I have a whole new concoction. So I do prefer that as a rule. And not knowing your skin, hair and eyes, I would just say if it's red on, hang on, you said it was red on top, pink on top and red on bottom. What you could do is do a lovely pinky blush, and you could do a plummy burgundy eye. But I don't know your skin, hair and eyes, so you'd have to look. You put the stuff in the boot of your car till then. Alessandra, that's such a good idea. My God, an empty space we could all use. My favourite pre-loved shop is tricky because there's some in different countries that I go to and I adore them. There's something called Resurrection in New York that I love, and I've got some treasured things from. And there's one in LA, and then, which I haven't been to years, it might not even be there. Red Cross shop on Old Church Street I used to go to. The Oxfam, opposite where I live, I donate a lot of my clothes to. Yeah, I do every few months, just taking things perfectly pressed on hangers. So that shop does benefit actually from quite a few of my bits in my wardrobe. Other ones, there's one on Cheval Place. There's 3 on Cheval Place in London, which is, Cheval Place is behind Harrods. Well, in front of Harrods after the Brompton Road, and they have Pandora, and then they have this funny little thing that looks like dry cleaner, but the man specialised in the best Chanel handbags, Chanel clothing, and a few Balenciaga bags. It looks so mucky. Looks like it's a alterations place, but it's a secret and it's brilliant. Well, it's not a secret anymore, is it? But it's great. And they just decide if they're open or not. You can never know if they're open or not. Summer jumpsuits. Summer jumpers, yes. It's a new concept for this Australian, yes. I know, it's like an oxymoron for Australia. You've got 9 bags of clothes donated after lockdown. Mary Poppins, you've been on a roll, and I love that. Do I still have a blue head? No, today I did tint in my hair, and I think I got rid of all of it. Hang on, have I got some left? No, I did tint. Yeah. But that blue head was hilarious, just trying to get a bit of the red out, and I used the Redkin, removing the, you know, it's like basically for grey hair to remove yellow, and I just left it for too long and did too much and put a whole chunk here. Top is Zara. Try look and listening to some of the meditation Trinny has done with Sanjay. You're so good, blue-eyed birdie. Hello, I'm a very curvy lady with smaller top, bigger butt. I never find a jacket to suit me. The top is US 16 to 18, the bottom is a 20. Okay, I think, darling, it's about getting really short-waisted jackets because you don't want the disproportionality of the jacket. So if the jacket's too long, you'll feel it's kind of sitting, creasing on top of your bottom, and you just want it to be snug. So I would say either go for a really short-waist jacket or go for a little coat which covers your bum. And just drapes down beautifully, and then show a really fitted jumper underneath to show off. But when I say coat, it could be like a duster coat. I'm going to show you that, you know, because you've got to honour your curves when you're the curvy shape you are. So if you had something like this, I know this is me, but if it's just something without structure, but it's thin, and then you have the jumper giving you the shape, and you might have skirt or trousers, then this is going to fit over disproportionate sizing. But if you have sort of fitted jackets to here, that's a worse thing for a disproportionate. You're in fact in our book what we call a bell. And then it's just going to be it's going to bunch up here and do that. So try and go for that sort of very thin fabric duster coat, and you'll find them in a few plus size shops. But do remember, please, to do fit around here. You've got a waist, so you know, get the right bra, lift up your boobs, and get the fit round here, because you will like the fact that you can honour that shape in the front. I'm going to get some people in. Do you have style dilemmas? Are you ready? I'm coming for you in your front room now. So if you would like to take part in the live, please click now, and I will come to the top ones that come up. The no sugars going, yesterday was a disaster because of the banana bread and something else. And you know what happened? By the end of the evening, such an embarrassing thing I had to say to my partner. I said, I came out from the loo and I went, do you know, when I have sugar, my pee smells very acidic. And I've begun to diagnose my body by smelling my pee. Sounds really, really weird. Does anyone identify with this concept? So when I've had a lot of sugar, I just smell the acidity. So before I went to bed, I did that bicarbonate of soda again. This morning, first thing, I did bicarbonate of soda. I'm very aware I don't want acidity in my body when this virus is going around. And then for breakfast, from my lovely friend Jenny Halpin, I got, she sent me a photograph of what she takes, and she went to the Viva Maya clinic. So I did potatoes with flaxseed oil, avocado, and parsley. Unbelievably delicious. Nothing acidic in there. Set me up. And I haven't felt hungry and peckish. I'm going to have lunch in a minute. I had that at 8:30. Just delicious. So delicious. My new breakfast. Okay, are we ready now? Are we ready now? Are we ready now? Come on. Okay. Go live with the McClan Ledford family. Live with a family. Obviously, this is an Instagram that the whole family share, but Clan Ledford, I'm coming for you, and I hope that you met. Hello, darling. Hi. How are you? Now, is that a whole family there? Because you put Clan Ledford family.
It's my mom and I.
Oh my God, that is, can I just say that's so sweet. You share the Instagram?
No.
Oh, well, we live in the UK, but we're from the US, so we just do lots of stuff as a family. So
you do.
I'm Scottish, my husband's American, so Clan Ledford is together.
Fantastic. And how old is your daughter?
She is 17.
What's your name, darling?
Raleigh.
Brawley.
Raleigh, yeah.
Raleigh. Hello, darling. So do you and your mum have a style question you want to ask me?
You go first.
Oh, okay. So I was a lady who said bigger bottom and smaller top.
Yep. Can I just say something? Stand back, because you inferred to me, you gave me American sizing, which is 4 less than English. You inferred to me that you're literally a 20 top and a 22 bottom.
Well, yeah.
I don't know if
18
you...
top, 22 bottom.
Okay, so you know what I said on the live? I said you're a bell. And that's
Yes.
a shape that we did this book, The Body Shape Bible, and you're a bell. So it's really important that you show off, sorry, I'm going to go back a bit, that you show off this bit, which you're doing. Let me see that jacket you've got on. Turn sideways. You see that jacket?
And then I have the big butt.
I know, but you know what? Most bells have a big butt that's a high, firm butt. You know, you've got a butt with solid presentation. You know, you haven't got the slaggy butt. You haven't got the fluffy butt. You haven't got the sagging butt. You got a butt, okay? So celebrate the butt. Can I just, no, I haven't finished. Put it back on. Put it back on. I want you, do you have a sewing machine at home?
No, I don't.
I'm going to make a suggestion. Can I make a suggestion to you as a bell? All right. Yeah. And I'm going to show you something that I want you to consider doing with your jackets. All right. Because this is what I would ask every single bell to do.
Yeah.
I think the jacket is more flattering for your shape when it's not straight down. Okay. I'm just going to show you an example here. So most jackets, the button's there and they go straight down. Okay. So I want you to take a couple of jackets and I want you to cut away. Do you see what I mean? Cut away.
Yes.
Because when you have all the fabric like that, the width shows such a level of the disproportion of your body because it's closed. But if it's open and you break, it's like somebody with really broad shoulders. You break it into 3. You're going to feel this is narrower and less disproportionate to up here.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a really important rule for a bell. And the other rule for a bell is don't be afraid to do some fun, frilly, bigger stuff here because it will give more here instead of just being V-neck and keeping it clean because then you show the disproportion even more. All right, and then thirdly...
Yes.
Don't be afraid of colour, madam.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because I know you are. I know you are so afraid of colour.
Yes.
I know you are.
Well, last year we had a house fire and I lost all my clothes.
Oh my God.
So I had quite a bit of color, but as I'm buying, you know, I'm doing safer options. So I need to be more adventurous again.
Okay, so Raleigh, can you sit up from the bed for a second, darling? Okay, so I want Raleigh. Okay, now both of you together, please. Mum, what's your first name?
Janny.
Okay, Janine.
Yes.
Okay, so I just want you, Raleigh, you're her 70-year-old daughter. You probably adore your mum and she bugs you in equal measures. But the thing is, this is the deal, okay, is that you don't want your mum to be hiding for her sake, all right? You don't want her to be hiding. You don't want her to go into this kind of safe place, which makes her less and less confident because she's just then becoming invisible. Because at one stage, you will just be so invisible that people will knock into you as they go down the street. Okay?
Yeah.
And you do not want to be that woman. You don't want to be that woman for yourself, for your family. So making yourself present by wearing color, I'm going to just throw out there. And I would love
I'm going to do it.
Okay. And tonight with Raleigh, maybe just go on a couple of websites and, you know, if you're talking about what colors to go to, come up, let me see your face really, come up closely so I can see your face coloring. So what color are your eyes?
Blue.
Okay, oh, that's great. Okay, that's good. All right, so first of all, make your hair, let it grow out a bit. You've got the most beautiful bone stripes. You've got amazing cheekbones.
Usually it's very kind of messy.
Okay, fine. All right. There's a lot on the top of it, and there's quite a lot taken off the sides. I'd get a little bit more here, but you've got fantastic bone structure, beautiful blue eyes. You know, you can wear black, but just try maybe navy blue with a bright blue. Just as an alternative,
Okay.
do navy blue bottom and a bright blue top, like a cobalt blue top and navy bottom. Just edge it out. All right, that's you.
Okay.
Let's look at your daughter now, my darling.
Okay.
Hi, Riley.
Hi.
Okay, my love. Now, have you got your mother's lovely cheekbones? Let's see if you're so lucky. Let me see your face.
I don't know, do I?
Well, you'll look to the light, darling. You're looking to them. Look to the light. Yes. Let me see. Yes, you do. You're so lucky there. But you've got brown eyes from your dad.
Yeah.
Okay. And you've got a brownish hair.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And you've got sort of like you've got a pinky tone to your skin. Little pinkiness.
And
yeah.
Some freckles.
And some freckles.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So you probably find it difficult to know which colors you suit. Do you know?
Like my mom, I wear a lot of black.
Yeah.
But I wear dark colors because I don't really bright colors. Sometimes I feel wash me out if I'm not wearing makeup, so I wear like dark jewel tones.
Yeah. You know, you can do that, but you know, interestingly, with your combination, you can do these kind of nudie tones. They can look really beautiful. Like probably white might be washing out of you a bit. Maybe you're better
I
with,
don't wear a lot of white.
with cream or with that crease. But you know, things like, I mean, you can do kind of like, you know, you could do this kind of palette. You know, that's an interesting palette for you if that was a creamier shade. Like red, getting the right red is beautiful with some sort of beigey, blushy colors are nice on you. You know, these can all look so pretty. And then you could have in it, you know, if you're scared of doing color, I'm going to suggest to you instead, you know, would you consider instead of color a bit of shimmer?
Oh, okay.
You know, like just those kind of like that soft, feminine little, you know, things like that. So when we talk about color, you know, we can talk about just muted shades. It needn't be saying you do bright color. And if you want to get out of black also, it's perhaps about different textures. You know, think of different textures you can do to make you feel your clothes become more interesting, you know. So I think you and your mum need to have a little window shop today. And you could just go for some sort of lighter muted tones that you feel don't wash you out. Do you wear normally silver or gold jewelry?
Gold.
Gold, yeah. So I would look at that. And I just wouldn't mind seeing you in some orange. I don't know why, but I sort of like the idea too of seeing you in some orange. But yeah, it's like, I think it's interesting because Lila inherits some habits from me and other things she does totally the opposite, you know? So she has this kind of tomboy look and she'll occasionally get into a pretty dress moment and that's where we might meet mutually. And so I think with your mom,
I'm trying to get into more like dresses and girly things because I just have never felt comfortable in dresses or skirts. I usually just stick to jeans and sweatpants and shorts.
Well, if you do like, you know, if you did a kind of girly dress, all right, let me have an idea. So in Zara at the moment, let me take you over to, you're like getting a sneak preview because can I just say all these colors are your colors. So I went and ordered everything, literally everything from Zara because I wanted to just see what there was. I will be sending back so much stuff, but there's a few things here which if you wanted to do the cool grungy cool look, I'm going to show you an idea. So all right, can you see everything?
Yes,
like
I can.
This is a really pretty color palette for you, but you could do like those kind of really pretty cool pants, you know, with that little bit on the bottom.
Yeah,
they're sort of a bit grungy with a white t-shirt. And there's just something a little bit more, instead of a sweatpant, it's one up. There is this, if you want to do pretty dresses, I kind of love, it depends how smart you want to be.
not
Can
too
I show you an
smart.
idea? Can I show you an idea? This dress, okay, which I like the idea of if you were doing it. I'm so excited about it. I want you to be in my room now so I could be styling you, okay? But basically, if you had this, which is like this weird net fabric, and you wear it like with a biker boot, Okay, so it's just like a thin little jersey knit. It's 49 pounds. It's a very pretty, it's eau de Nil. It's a lovely color for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have that, all right, like that. But you wear a black biker boot and, you know, like a black leather jacket you could do, or a brown leather jacket. But then if you're wanting to be cool, I'm going to show you something. You could do like a coat over it. And you still wear it with like a trainer, so you dress it down, you make it like messy. Okay, but this is like, I mean, this is like a jacket a coat I'd die for in Zara. I love this coat. Look at this coat.
No, I'm not saying that. Yes, that's so cool.
It's kind of cool, and I just, when I put it on myself, I just thought, I know this is a great look, like for Lila or somebody in their 20s. It's not necessarily for me, but I was styling it up thinking, oh, it's going to look amazing on somebody. And then you popped in my phone. So go tonight and have a little look with your mom and encourage each other. So you kind of have a mission. You know, you want to get into sort of a little neutral color palette and maybe be a bit more feminine. And you know that your mum, we need to find her a little outfit that's getting her out of black.
Yeah.
So
Can I
nice
ask you one
talking to you.
question?
Yes.
About jeans. Now, I have more of an hourglass shape, which I really struggle with, and I personally don't really like. So I struggle to try and find jeans that fit my bum, but also fit my waist.
Yeah.
Do you suggest just getting them like tailored, or like what style of
I
jean
think
would
that you could do, I'm going to show you a couple of, like, I'm going to show you one now. If I've got it here, do I have it here? Yeah, so this is a Zara one right now, okay? And also the one I've got on. So the one I've got on, because it's high-waisted, and
I'm
it's like that
obsessed
70s cut, it really goes in here. And it's stretchy. So if you get high-waisted, which are skinny, they might feel quite tight here for you.
Yeah.
But if you get high-waisted that are wide-legged, that is kind of, I think, a really lovely way for an hourglass to wear jeans, because they will fit here if they're stretchy.
Yeah.
So like Zara have these high-waisted ones. They call them the marine straight. That's what they're called, okay? They're like ankle length. How tall are you? How tall are you?
5'7".
Okay, so you're, So do you see how high-waisted that is?
Yes, I love
And I've got
high-waisted.
quite a small waist. So that is kind of really cool. And then it's slightly flary at the end, and you wear it with a trainer. I think that's a lovely way, and it shows off then your curves, which you've got to just know. You know, you might look at girlfriends at school, darling, and just think, you know, I'd love to be up and down skinny. But all the boys love the curves, and all the girls who like all the girls who like the girls like the curves. So it's like, you know, just, it's about embracing your curves, and also it's easier to embrace your curves when a fashion arrives which is so right for your curves, you know. But if all your girlfriends are wearing, you know, kind of tomboy clothes and stuff, you're hiding everything. And I think it's just remember always to honor your shape. You know, there are days you might want to do a big back t-shirt because you're a teenager, but also, you know, I always think with an hourglass, honor that shape. It's a beautiful shape. It really is. And just be happy about that.
Yes.
All right, darling. So lovely talking to you, Riley. Okay, bye, Mom. Bye. Lovely chatting to you. Bye-bye, darling. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, that's so, I mean, that family was just a joy for me. I think we've all got so many kids and mothers and daughters who can identify with a lot of what they were talking about. So that was just a joy. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for coming on. High waist skinny would also look nice on here. It would too. And I think like Topshop do a high waisted skinny. I don't know how much I want to recommend Topshop right now. M&S jeans, somebody's saying are really good as well. I think it's just very important that you want to feel you show off that waist, both mum and daughter. Doc Martens, exactly. It's that kind of cool thing. Okay, I'm ready to take the next one. So if you are ready to come on, please click now, because I don't want to find some poor person who's just now cooking their lunch and they're listening to me and they've forgotten that they request to be in the live, because what I have is pop to their phone what we discovered yesterday. So it's quite funny. All right, so going for the next one, we're going for Natasha Mez. I'm coming to you, Natasha, and we'll try and do now quick fire, a few quick fire, because that was a lovely story with a mother and daughter. But let's just try and get a few of you on. Hello, darling.
Hi. Sorry,
And we're in your closet. How fabulous. So, my darling, what's your style dilemma?
Okay, so I've got, this is kind of like my usual outfit. So like
Yep.
high-waisted pants. I bought something like this.
Yep.
It was like when it was winter and I thought I'd wear tights and it's kind of just big and baggy, and I don't really know if a belt or life can save this.
Get rid of it now! I'll tell you what, darling, because I just look at you and I see certain things. The first thing I see is I don't like the width of that neckline on you. I think it's a weird neckline. You're either up here or you're a deep V. This does nothing and aging. The bagginess is a killer because the fabric is thick. And if the fabric was floppy, it'd be better. The sleeve length is weird. I mean, there isn't much redeeming. I'm just going to throw it out there. I'm just trying to think how we could save it. I don't know if you've got, you know, a sister or a mother or a whatever who might look fabulous in it. I think that would suit. Who would that suit? That would probably suit. What?
I've been inspired by cleaning out my cupboard because you did a whole kind of rack. So I've got a broom up here and I'm cleaning everything out. So it was in my possible throw out. So it's okay if it goes.
It's going to go, honey. Good intuition. Follow that intuition. By the way, your cupboard is looking fabulous. Can we just all admire your cupboard? Because I know that when we've done cupboards, we need to show them off to somebody and say, look what I've done. So do you want to show us work you've done so you can feel really good about it?
I've done it pretty kind of like I've tried to organize this space over here.
Yep.
I previously did like just by color, but what I've started to do now is actually casual wear by color. And then I did work wear by color. And then I've kind of started to do the same with long sleeves, then moving through to jumpers. And then I've just done like all my work skirts, which is never ending and I don't wear as much. And then one thing you could actually help me with is I used to wear a really nice blazer. Don't know if you can see me properly.
I know, it's so tidy, Mafalda, isn't it? Yeah.
It's just a cheapie from like H&M or something. But I used to love it. I'll put you back here so I can show you.
What's your query about it? Whether you should still wear it?
Well, I feel like I need a new one. I'm not quite sure where. I'd like a bit, and it's a little bit of a tight fit now.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I've got to say that there's nothing better than having a white blazer, and I think for summer it's great, even whilst we're staying at home. And you know how much you've worn it. So if you feel it's looking tired, get a fresh one, but don't get rid of it until you found a fresh one. And I generally find great white blazers in Zara or Mango. Those are my two favorite places for them. Most of my whites, you know, there's some really, that kind of one button fitted blazer is really great. But what I've got into now is I've got, actually, I'll show you the kind of blazer. I've got two that I bought this season and they might still be there, but they're a slight slip. I'm just putting you up top. They're a slightly different shape, but it was just interesting because you wear the skirt suit thing for work. And I'm thinking, do you need to wear the skirt suit? So this is the new shape that I got from Zara. And I wore this on this morning. I'm doing a TV show today, but it has no collar. And I just found it quite fresh and modern. I have got the little white blazer that you've got, but I like the idea of no lapel. It just was interesting. And then to wear with like a wide leg trouser, silky trouser for work as an alternative to your little skirt and your little jacket, because you might be feeling it's a bit naughties. You know, that's what I would consider. Darling, I'm going to move now because I want to get two more people in before lunch. But that's the thought, just to put that in your mind.
Yep.
So I'd say a white blazer is essential. Look at different shapes that could do this a bit to your wardrobe. I feel that there's still a few skirts there you could cull, because the way you described it is, this is what I wear for work, but I haven't worn a few of them. You said something that made me think there's a lot there for something I think you want to move on from. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, darling.
Thank you for your time. See
So
you.
nice talking to you. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, darling. Bye. Bye-bye, Tash. So, okay, we're going to do a couple more. Are we ready? Ba-da-ba-bum, ba-da-ba-dum. I'm so enjoying this. I could literally do this for about 5 hours because it's just enjoyable. Okay, Anna might have been waiting for ages. So if you do want to come on in, just come on in now. Because I'm going to the top one because I think otherwise, as I said earlier, they might be making their lunch. I've got to go make my lunch soon. Lila, lunch soon! It's time. Hello, darling.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm perfectly fine. I'm fine. I'm in Milan actually, and I just sent a request to be a part of your video. I'm so happy.
Oh, darling, can I tell you, there's a lovely shop in Milan I've never been to, owned by this girl called Umberta, and she sells these Celabi trousers, and it's called Wait and See Milano.
Such a nice lady.
Yeah, that's funny.
Right.
If you see her in the street, because she's somebody to me that if anyone wants to follow Wait and See Milano, she's so good with color.
That's right. And print.
Yeah, she's incredible. There's never been a woman that I see on Instagram or in a shop, you know, who has a store, who understands the concept of mixing prints. You know,
and she's a gorgeous lady.
That's important. She used to live in London years ago, but she would like have things like this in her cupboard, you know?
Absolutely.
And then she'd mix it with some other she'd mix it with what I've got on, you know.
That's
something like that. So how is it locked down for you?
Well, it was difficult. So yesterday we celebrated 50 days of quarantine.
Yep.
So it's quite a long time, but I think, you know, after first 2 weeks when it was hard and difficult, and you know, we were all sad and nervous, then we just found out our way to enjoy this time and, you know, talk to interesting persons like you, for example, or see all these gorgeous streams with very interesting persons, designers, photographers, jewelry experts. So these are those who I follow.
Yeah.
So,
darling, what's your name again? Somebody's asking.
Anna.
Yes, and the lady I was saying to follow is Wait and See is her shop, and she's called Umberta. Yeah. Uberta, thank you. Yeah. So tell me, do you have any style dilemmas?
Of course I do, always. So it's a little bit out of season, but you know, I'm in a coat actually right now.
I know.
So it's getting hot. So there is something, I really like the fabric of this coat and the color. It's kind of hairy, you know, I like hairy coats.
It's hairy, but is it faux fur?
No, it's actually just wool.
Okay. Coat. Oh, you mean it's just kind of, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, so let me just put myself, how do I do that?
You just have to move back from yourself.
Exactly. So there is something that I don't know what to do with this coat.
Okay.
Maybe it's about the length.
You got to go further back.
Exactly.
Go further back so that we can also see it on the floor.
Can you see me?
Okay. All right, can you undo the button, please? Undo the button. Okay. All right. And turn around. Okay. So come back towards me. Come back towards me a bit.
There is something about this coat that I don't know, that doesn't make
Okay, I'll tell you what I would do. I'll tell you what I'll do, darling.
Yes.
Stand up again. So what I would do is, I think it's better open than closed. But when it's open, you feel that it's double-breasted. So I would take off with a scissors those clips that make the coat close.
Yeah.
So it has no closure.
Okay.
So your eye will not be coming to those two bits on one side, which are the closer. Okay? So it won't then make you think that because it's a double-breasted, one side has more fabric than the other. You won't notice that so much.
All right.
So I think that's important. And
What
then
about the belt?
What?
What's about the belt? Do you think there is something that could be necessary here?
Well, I mean, the fabric is quite thick. If you do this over and you wear the other thing as well is if you turn around, darling, and then face back, it's a little bit big. I mean, it's oversized. And I'm wondering if it might be better just under the bottom. You know, if it's maybe this much too long. So if you make it a jacket that's just a jacket, not a coat.
Oh, that's right, because there is something about the length of it that is.
Yeah, I think the length is very in between. Yeah. So maybe you either take kind of, you take off maybe, I would say like 15 centimeter, take off the buttons. You don't take so much off that the pockets look too low down, but I think you'd be all right.
Okay.
And then it's more, then you wear a big polo neck underneath and you put that on top with a pair of jeans and it feels like a cool jacket, not a coat.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, darling. But
then
I think that's the way the oversize works, because you're not the shape that should always be doing oversize.
No, I'm not.
Okay, you should be doing a fit. So if you're doing oversize, let's see more of the skinniness of where you're not oversizing. So let's see your fabulous legs more. Okay.
That's right. Okay.
All right, darling.
Well, thank you.
So nice to see you. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Have a lovely day.
Bye-bye. All right, Anza. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, darling. Okay, yes, then it's more like an oversized blazer. And I think that, you know, we might all have some coats in our cupboard that just feel weird. And, you know, one thing I did, like, there was this, I mean, I'm always taking buttons off coats. So one of my favorite coats, I'll just give you a little thing on that, is I have this coat, which is from Wild or something. Smythe, I always get it wrong. But I nearly didn't buy it because it came with a button here and there was a button down here that pulled. And what it did is it sort of, to me, it just accentuated like this, you know. It brought my waist right down here because of this button. So I took the button off and I unplucked it and I just made it then this one button here. And it changed the whole proportionality and it drew the attention back to the waist and not low down where I didn't want it to be. So, you know, things like that I think are very helpful when you're looking at coats as to how you can do them. And also chopping off. I'm trying to think here where I've done a chop. I have done a chop to make coats, jackets, but I can't see them right now. They'll be somewhere. Lila, we're going to go to eat lunch in about 2 minutes. I'm so hungry now. Those potatoes and avocado have worn off. All right. Can I just say, ladies, let's do a last one. Let's just do a last one. I'm going to do a last one. Okay. I'll do a last one. I'm going to do Laura Healy. Laura, I'm coming to you, darling. I hope you're there. Laura, I hope you're there, honey. Oh, she declined to answer. All right, darling. How are you? You got a lesson now. Okay. All right, darling. Yes.
Did you change my choices?
No. Should we speak about a second? I'm just doing a live. I'll be 2 seconds. Yeah. I'm going to do Karen Hickson Smith, and then I'm going to go and have lunch. Yeah. My jeans are from Wait and See Milano, which is, no, they're not. C'est la vie. Hello, darling. How are you?
Hello. I'm fine. Oh my goodness. I'm literally just cooking my boy's lunch.
I know, because you know what? You requested to be in a live 15 minutes ago, and then it will, if I click yes, it will I'll just come up on your phone. That's the weirdest thing.
It's all good.
So did you have a little style dilemma?
Do you know, I do. Just that. I have totally stopped work at the minute, and I was leading a charity, and I was working with homeless teenage parents.
Yep.
And now I feel like my wardrobe doesn't belong to who I am anymore.
Okay.
And so I just could do a bit of help. Please excuse the hair, because I cut my hair over the isolation.
Oh, you did? Okay, darling. How much longer was it?
Oh, down to about here.
Oh my God. Did you send it away to cancer?
No, I didn't.
Oh, no, I thought you did it for that. That's a big chop. But that's an amazing chop. I mean, I've got to say, good on you. Very nice length. Very nice length. Yeah, great length.
But also, I'm going to be 50 next year, and I feel like I need just something different.
You want, yeah, you want a bit of a zhuzh. So this is giving you more body. It's kind of feeling a bit sexy again. It's amazing how sometimes cutting your hair can make you feel sexier.
Yeah, I just feel like the fun come back. I feel like life has been really serious.
Yeah.
You know, with just looking after people the whole time, and I have teenagers and stuff, and yeah, it's just like time for anything. I'm really sorry. I've got a really chatty dog.
Oh, let's see your dog. Let's see your chatty dog.
Hen.
Oh, is it Whippet?
He's a lurcher.
Oh God, one of my favourite dogs.
Yeah.
One of my favourite dogs.
You have been so helpful, Trinny. You have been so lovely. And
darling.
Look after yourself in all of this as well.
I will now. Okay, let's just for 2 minutes. Your comment at the beginning grabbed me because it was that sense that you feel you've become a different person. So you're heading for 50. You've probably ticked lots of boxes. You're married. You have a dog. Your children are doing all right. You've been having an interesting career. So it's like, what's this decade going to hold? What do I want for me in it? I don't know where you are around menopause, but there could be some hormone fluctuations going on too there.
Yeah.
Skin, everything. So I think that you need things in your wardrobe that feel fresh.
Yeah.
You know, that sense that you lift them up and they feel physically fresh. So like if you were working with homeless teenage kids, you're going to be having dressed really appropriately so they don't feel threatened when you see them, and you feel they find it very easy to talk to you. So they're very kind of casual, crumply, easy clothes. Yeah?
Yeah, like you can sit on a straight or you can
exactly
sit down your back, you know?
All right. So now you've got to just think, what are those things that you want to perhaps, you might look in your wardrobe and think, what is not me anymore? What really isn't me? And what, don't save it for the day you're going to do the painting. Get it out your wardrobe, okay?
And what would you say? Because my waist has changed. Like, it's this menopause thing.
Your boobs have grown and your waist has gone. Do you feel that?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. So your boobs have grown?
Well, no, well, not really. I mean,
but your bra is very casual and comfortable.
I'm not wearing a bra.
Wearing one, okay. Yeah, I was thinking I was being polite. So
sorry.
Oh, no, darling, I'm not either. So the thing is, I need you to step back for me to see your figure. And go on a sofa or something. Get on a sofa. Yes, excellent. Okay. All right. So you've got a good waist. You're wearing, is that a skirt, A-line skirt?
It's just a really, like, casual skirt.
Okay. So would you say that you are proportionally smaller on top, apart from your boobs, and bigger on the bottom?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Okay. And what are your legs like?
Awful.
You don't like your legs?
Not at all.
You don't like your legs. Okay, so that's your thing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's your thing. So, I want you to go and buy the jeans I showed the previous woman, the high-waisted marine straight jeans from Zara.
Okay.
I want you to go and buy them because you know what? You're going to feel so good because they're wide-legged.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the ankle, do you think you have cankles or ankles?
I have total cankles. I didn't even realize it was.
But you know what? It's going to give you your ankle back because if there's so much fabric on your calf, your ankle will look like this.
Yeah.
Whereas if you wear skinny jeans, your ankle looks like that. Yeah. So anyone with a cankle, the wider the hem of those trousers, the smaller your ankle will look. And sometimes for those of us where cankles are an issue, there's a real cankle. You know, some people hate the fact they have no waist. Other people, it's like, I have no ankle.
Yeah.
So I would invest high-waisted, nice jean, which feels tailored. It's a tailored jean. I'm going to give you the name now because I really want you to go and buy it. It's going to be like 29 quid. Okay. Yeah. So it's Zara, the marine straight, high-waisted.
Yeah.
Lots of room for the leg.
Perfect.
A nice cool little bit at the end.
Nice.
How tall are you?
5'5.5".
Okay, and a half. So the half will mean there'll still be ankle length on you, okay? And then get a fun, fresh, white, stacked trainer.
Okay.
Okay, so that's your bottom half. And then I want you to get a really nice fitted top.
Okay.
A fitted top that does not crease. like, you know, a fitted jumper like this, but something fitted. So all the emphasis is here. And you remember, you've got lovely shape, you've got a nice pair of boobs, and the jeans cover the stuff that you don't feel good about. And it will make you feel, good. Hi.
Hi.
Darling, how old are you? Are you the youngest in the brood?
I am.
You are. How old are you, darling?
I'm 13.
You're 13. Congratulations. And so have you had to do no school?
Well, we get a lot online, so.
You do. Okay. You've got a school that's very responsible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you quite studious?
He knows how much I'm a fan of yours. That's why his face was.
He's so embarrassed. I'm sorry. Your mum and I are having a really good chat, though. It's nice to meet you, and I love your dog. Lurch is one of my favorite dogs.
Yeah.
So cute. But nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Bye.
I'm gonna have my lunch break.
All right. I hope Mum cooks you something nice. So, darling, that's your commitment to yourself. A really nice, fresh pair of jeans. That's not the jeans that you're gonna walk the streets in. It's the jeans that are gonna show off your shape.
Okay.
And a fitted top in a fun color.
I'm gonna so do that.
Okay. And a cool white trainer that doesn't feel like it's a trainer that you wear so it's comfortable and will take you everywhere. This is like, you know, it's like the ones I have from Russell and Bromley, but like you can get them from French Connection. They're on sale now from French Connection.
I'm gonna
give you a bit more height.
So
what? Okay, you go and do it. Lovely talking to you, darling.
Can I just ask, Trinny?
Yes.
What colour do you think I am in your match to me? What would you say?
I think you are Yas foundation because you look like you are rosy red tones. Yeah. And I think your medium BFF because that will help reduce the redness. Okay. And your Yas foundation because I think there's a slight, for want of a better word, I'm going to say ruddiness to your skin as opposed to pale. And you suffer from a bit of rosacea. Yeah. Yeah. Then that's perfect. That's generally unless you're pale pink tones, then it would be Lily and lightest. Yeah. All right, darling. Very nice to meet you.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye, darling.